guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, today we'll be talking about inflation. So, you may have seen it where you are located at, but I know, especially for where I'm at, inflation is definitely on the rise. So, in August, inflation hit a high of 5.3%, and this is the reported high so far. So it is down from the 5.4% to the 5.3% that it hit in August, but overall 5.3% is still pretty high in my personal opinion. So it hit for transportation, it was 4.6%. For shelter, so like housing, it's 2.8%. For restaurants, it's 4.7%. Energy was 25%. Food is 3.7%. Medical services is up 1%. So overall, inflation has definitely hit everyone, no matter what your income status really is. You may have seen going to your local grocery store, even filling up on gas. Inflation has definitely hit everyone's pockets. So, in this video, I just want to talk about some of the things that people talk about in inflation, and what are some of the causes for inflation. So, with inflation going on in the market now, one of the sides for energy being up 20 to 25% is the energy crisis going on in Europe and China. I feel like that will slowly start to spill out into the U.S. economy. So they're shutting power down in China. Their renewable resources that they're using, like hydro, is not really working. So they're having rolling blackouts in China, which is something they're really not talking about that much on like CNBC or other news outlets like that. Also, you have in Europe, they have natural gas shortages, and that's adding to the energy crisis. So you may see the prices of your pumps when you go to the gas start to increase. Also, if you're using EV vehicles, that may increase as well. Definitely going to the grocery store, you'll see it increase, like common items like toilet paper. I know Costco started to put restrictions back on toilet paper again. So if you're trying to buy in bulk, you may not be able to buy in bulk because the supply is just so low. So inflation is definitely wreaking havoc. But sometimes when you look at inflation, people say, "Oh, well, I know how to hedge inflation." You may hear a lot of the wealthier investors talk about hedging inflation using crypto, or hedging inflation using stocks. In all reality, stocks and crypto aren't really the best way to hedge inflation, in my personal opinion. So the average household income by generation. So for baby boomers, it's about $72,201, and this is households. So combined, meaning like a family. In this circumstance, for Generation X, it's around $90,964. For millennials, which I am a millennial, a majority of the people who watch the channel are millennials as well. It's around $70,565 per household. So that's like usually two people combined, or if it's like you and a couple of roommates. But on average, the median income per household in the US is $71,487. So, with that being your basis of the median household income, to me, I don't think you would have enough money to invest into stocks and still live a normal life. So, you got to think stocks in order to, even if you're investing into dividend growth stocks, you still need a large amount of capital to put into in order to get the results that you'll see on some other YouTube channels where people are like, put some money in and get $3,000 a month in dividends. It takes a large amount of capital in order to do that to get those returns. So just bear that in mind. And then also, other people will say, "Oh, well, crypto is the way to hedge inflation." Realistically, the price of Bitcoin at the time of this recording is at $48,157.60. And you may say, "Oh, well, I'll just get some Ethereum." Ethereum is at $3,316. So imagine every check you get, you putting, if you're going the cheaper route, which is Ethereum, and I know there are other cryptocurrencies out there that may be cheaper, but still, these being the main two, that people are talking about hedging inflation on. If you say, $48,000 to get one Bitcoin, for it to potentially go back up to all-time highs again, and you be able to cash out. I don't think is really realistic, especially if you need to hedge that inflation. Now, if you already have money and you're not really worried about, the rising prices of inflation, you're not trying to hedge inflation, then you may be set already, and then investing into stocks and crypto may be another choice just as far as investment concerned. But for the average person, I don't think that these will be the paths to hedge inflation. For me personally, I think the best way to hedge inflation is through budgeting or just getting a side hustle. So budgeting will be, there are different way too many to even explain this video forms of budgeting. You have the 50/30/20 rule, you have the pay yourself rule, and then you have zero balance rule. So you can go look all those terms up. 50/30/20 being the most popular for a lot of people. Pay yourself. I know me personally for my household, we do have a budget that we do every time that we get paid, and then it's distributed based on needs. And then we still do budget some stuff for like vacations and stuff like that. But it just helps you to know where the money is going. To me, that's kind of the easiest way to start off. Then, if you're still struggling to pay, the inflation, if you're struggling to pay gas and other things like that, then a side hustle may be the next move forward. So there are plenty of side hustles out there. You can start a YouTube channel, start a podcast. They will take a lot of effort up front in order to do so. If you're lucky, you may blow up. Just starting out, depending on your niche and your charisma or how much effort you're trying to put in, but it's going to take a lot of effort to start this off. There are other side hustles, that you can do. Delivering pizzas is one. Just picking up a second job in general may help to alleviate, some of the stresses that you have. And I know some people may not have enough time to do those things, but breaking down the budget will help you determine if that is the course that you need to take. So definitely going to continue to see inflation in the market. If you have seen inflation in the places that you go, make sure you drop a comment down below and tell me where have you seen the hardest hit inflation where you're currently at. For me, it has been definitely grocery shopping. Groceries have just been crazy expensive just for regular items. Write it down in the comment section. Let everybody know where the inflation has hit you. While you're down there, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.